Good evening and welcome to the evening news. To meet up with Abukabim is my name. The ruling All Progressives Congress will commence a 2-day screening of all its presidential aspirants any moment from now. The exercise is to hold at Hilton Transport Hotel in Abuja ahead of the June 6th presidential primary of the party. Reports say former national chairman of the party, Chief John Udige Uyegun, will lead the 7-man presidential screening committee. All the aspirants had undergone a vetting exercise by the legal department of the party. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has met with Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike in Abuja. Atiku has defeated Wike at the party's presidential primary in Abuja. It was gathered that today's meeting was to reconcile the two party chieftains and give the PDP a robust outing in the 2023 general elections against the ruling All Progressives Congress. The meeting was also attended by former Ekiti State Governor and PDP presidential aspirants Ayodele Fayose, among other PDP chieftains. Details of the meeting remain sketchy as of press time, but it was learned that Atiku is shopping for his southern running mate after his victory at the party. Similarly, a presidential aspirant in Labour Party, Professor Pat Utomi, has stepped down for his rival Peter Obi in the race for the party's nomination as its candidates ahead of the 2023 general polls. Utomi announced his decision today as the venue of the party's presidential primary in Asaba, Delta State capital. Recall that Obi joined Labour Party a few days ago after resigning from the People's Democratic Party, where he was the running mate to Atiku Abubakar in the 2019 presidential election. The former Anambra State Governor will be Labour Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections. Meanwhile, the campaign council for the re-election of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress for the July 16, 2022 governorship election in Osun, has ruled out the campaign schedules for the week. In a statement by the Director General of the Campaign Council, Senator Ajibola Bashiru, the re-election campaign trail of Governor Oyetola would move to Ikiru in Ifelodun local government area tomorrow, where the governor and his entourage would be engaging with the party loyalists, supporters, and potential voters from across the council. On Wednesday, the APC standard bearer and his entourage will storm a Wedere local government area of the state, where they would be paying a royal homage to the traditional rulers across the council at Alawos Palace, after which he and his entourage will move to the campaign venue, where they would be engaging with the party's loyalist supporters and other electorates in the area. The statement further revealed that the campaign trail will then move to Iperindo, the headquarters of Atakumosa East local government, on Thursday, where the governor and his entourage would meet the traditional ruler across the council before moving to the campaign venue with his supporters. According to the statement, Governor Oyetola will use the visit to further intimate the people of the various councils of the modest achievements his administration has recorded in the last 3.5 years, vis-a-vis what the citizens and the state stand to benefit in his second term. Meanwhile, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has approved the immediate payment of 600 million naira to pay contributory pensions to selected retired primary school teachers and local government workers in Osun State, and a sum of 500 million naira to pay contributory pensions of retired officers of the civil service and parastatals, totaling 1,100 million naira. This is contained in a release issued by the State Head of Service, Dr. Oluwega Oyebade. The selected retirees are to collect their bonds on Thursday at the Hall of the Local Government Commission in the morning. The list of selected officers on merits are posted on the notice boards of the Local Government's Pension Bureau, Civil Service Pension Bureau, and the Office of the Head of Service. The governor assures all active workers and retired officers of ceaseless welfare packages at all times. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered the detention of former Imo State Governor Senator Rochas Okorocha in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) pending the determination of his bail application. To join Okorocha in EFCC custody is a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress and an ally to the ex-governor Ayim Inyerere Chinenye. Justice Iyankeko gave the order today after Okorocha, Chinenye and 5 companies were arraigned on a 17-count money laundering charge filed by the EFCC. Reporters it that Justice Eko adjourned till tomorrow for the hearing of the bail applications by Okorocha and Chinenye. And now to sports. Ecuador head coach Gustavo Alfaro has released his 25-man squad for the friendly against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Latrell will take on the Super Eagles in a friendly at the Red Bull Arena, Harrison, New Jersey on Thursday. The South Americans have also lined up friendlies against Mexico and another African side, Cape Verde. Ecuador will also take on Mexico and Cape Verde on Sunday and next week Saturday. Brighton and Hove Albion star Moises Caicedo, Villarreal defender Pervis Estupiñán and veteran forward Ena Valencia are some of the big stars named in the squad by Alfaro. On the foreign scene, Nepali rescuers have retrieved 16 bodies from the mangled wreckage of a passenger plane strewn across a mountainside that crashed in the Himalayas with 22 people on board. According to reports, air traffic control lost contact with the twin Alta aircraft operated by Nepali carrier shortly after taking off from Pokhara in western Nepal headed for Johnson. Helicopters operated by the military and private firms braved poor weather to scour the remote mountainous area headed by teams on foot, but called off the fruitless search later in the evening. The Army shared on social media a photo of aircraft parts and other debris littering a sheer mountainside, including a wing with the registration number clearly visible on it. That was the evening news on OSBC Television. We thank you for watching. Join us at 7 for the major reports. Good evening.